Hi, good people. Look, I am not going to hold y'all long today because I'm having a great time at the beach and going to have a good time later on partying tonight. Last night in Fort Lauderdale. So, I am Nikisha Ware, Jackson, Mississippi, but right now I am actually reporting live from the Fort Lauderdale beach in Florida. And actually what I really just want to know is, are you up to your neck in student loans? Is Sallie Mae or Navient now, is she a household name? If that be the case, and then you're probably one of those people like myself, you bought that bill of goods. Hey Rebecca, go to school, make good grades, get that degree, get a good paying job. Hey Rick, and y'all, we all did that in that order. But guess what? If you're like me, you had to take student loans. And so you did that. You bought that bill of goods. You went out and you got that great paying job. But raise your hand, just drop a 1 if when you got that good paying job, guys, it was not enough to pay for your lifestyle, the rising cost of living, the children that came, the spouse that you may have had to support, the parent that you may have had to take in or take care of, and pay Sallie Mae or Navient or Mohila or ACS, whomever. Yeah, Rebecca, I see. Or it did not afford you that. So are you still in that place where you're still dealing with those student loans? Well, today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to eliminate that student loan debt in a fraction of the time. And it's very appropriate. You probably can see that I am at the beach. I'm still in Florida. And it's only fitting that I should talk about it right now because this is actually the state where I got my first student loans. I was really blessed that my parents actually paid out of pocket what my undergrad scholarship did not cover. So I didn't have to worry about student loans in undergrad. But when I became an adult, I went to grad school. Not only did I get a student loan here at Florida State University, but I had to pay out-of-state fees. So here I am, a student. I'm going after that big pie in the sky like everybody tells you to do. Go out there and get that advanced degree. Hey Angela, and get that good paying job. Well, went to Florida State, got the first set of loans. And guys, of course, I started out teaching. Now, drop a 2. No, go Noles, David. Drop a 2 in the box if you may have started out in teaching. You know, you started out in teaching, right? So that's what I did. But it was, guys, it was not enough on a teacher's salary at the time to pay those student loans. And I'm sure that is a situation with you. You might not have gotten off. That's right, Lorraine. You might not have gotten off to a fast start in life. Once you did get your degree, advanced, undergraduate, AA, it didn't matter. And paying you the income that you were worthy of, that you were deserving of, that allowed you to pay those student loans off. And then the next thing you know, life began to happen. Well, these are 3 things that can help you get a jump start today to get you back on track so you will not have to take those student loans with you or pass them on to your kids or spend the rest of your life with that heavy cloud of debt over you. The first thing you need to do is make a decision. Make the decision that you will not be in debt anymore. Make the decision that I will pay my bills, that I'm a good paymaster. That's the word my granny used to use. I'm a good paymaster. I am making the decision here and now that I will pay my student loans, and I will teach my children and grandchildren ways that they will not go into debt to get a degree, to get the job that is not going to pay them enough to pay off the debt that they needed to get the degree, to get the job. So that's the first thing you need to do. Make the decision. The second thing you need to do, you need to go ahead and print off. Come face to face with what you have. Go log into Navient or Mohila or ACS and come to grips with what you owe the government. You made a promise when you took that student loan that you would pay them upon the completion of your degree, advanced degrees or whatnot. You made a decision and you made a commitment to pay them, so you owe them. That's what you need to do. Print that information out so you can know and print in black and white what you owe. And this is what you're also going to do for that number 2 thing. Once you print it out, decide that you're not going to put it in forbearance again. You're not going to defer the bill anymore. You're going to come to grips with it because you've already made the decision, and you're going to work with them to make a suitable, affordable payment plan. Now, this is a biggie, number 3. So you've made the decision to pay the student loans. You know exactly how much you're going to pay and how you're going to do it. Number 3, you need to get bigger than your student loans. Now, if you're like David and myself, say hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
If you're like David and myself, you went, not only did you get an undergraduate degree, not only did you even go further and get a master's degree, but because we were in education, we just believed we needed that terminal degree. So he went and got a doctorate of music. I went and got the doctorate of philosophy, a PhD. He got the DM, guys. And that's what we did. We wanted to work in academia, and if you want to teach classes on the collegiate or university level, you have to have the doctorate degree. So that's what we did. I ended up getting my doctorate in Mississippi State, and guess what I did? I piled on additional debt into the existing debt I had incurred with getting that Master of Music Education degree at Florida State. So, guys, you have to get bigger, larger than the debt you have with that student loan. That means that the solution that you find, for example, if you have a 5-figure student loan debt or a 6-figure student loan debt, what size solution do you need? You need a 6-figure solution, because you've got to maintain the lifestyle that you have. You've got to maintain your children's lifestyle, your spouse. You want to continue to give to your family, your church, and your community. And you need to do that at the same level while paying your student loans. So you have got to find a solution that's bigger than the 5-6-figure student loans that you have. And there are a number of ways that you can do that. And that's exactly what David and I had to do. Knowing, having a vision, you heard me talk about that earlier this week, having a vision for what we wanted to be, do, and have in this life, and what we wanted to provide for our kids, we needed to find a solution that was going to provide for us, for them in the future, while at the same time squashing and eliminating our 6-figure student loan debt. And we did, and thank God that we did it. So, because we didn't want to pay bills, we're not of that mindset that you're going to always have a bill. You don't have to. You don't have to have a mortgage note. You don't have to have a car note. And you certainly don't have to have a student loan debt until you're 72 years old. So you've got to get bigger than your problems. The solution that you find to eliminate that debt has to be so massive, so significant, that it will shrink that student loan. So, guys, if you like this, inbox me. I've got plenty more that I could share with you about how we're doing it and how we're actually going to pay that off in a fraction of the time, not like a 30-year mortgage like most of us had to do to get that good paying job. So thank you for listening to these 3 tips. First, you got to decide that you're going to do it. 2, you got to stop digging. Stop putting it in deferment. Stop putting it in forbearance. And 3, and most importantly, you've got to find a solution for your problem that's bigger than your 5-6-figure student loan debt. So thank you, and I return you to your regularly scheduled program while me and the boys, say hi, guys.
No.
Have a great time at the beach.
Okay, hey,
have a
guys.
great one.